What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Apex Talk Radio Live. In effect, that's the Prince, that's Big Mike, and I'm D to the MO. We're going to have a guest coming on here momentarily, real quick. Prince, I want to ask you a question real quick. You got into things about you like, you currently listen to some outside of the box, non-hip-hop music, which that's cool, because this next cat, I think he'll be right up your alley. We're saving the music for this man and what he does live for the video series. He's gonna be the first one in our inaugural YouTube channel going on live with an artist. I think he needs to be seen because I don't think you can understand what he does. But like us, all of us know what beatboxing is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Big Mike and Prince know what beatboxing. I love beatboxing. I couldn't play no instruments because we couldn't afford no instruments, but beatboxing became what I do. And this guy, he don't stop. Right. Go ahead. What you say? I'm sorry.
That was your instrument, was your beatbox.
Right. Exactly. So this man, when I met him, he gave me his CD before I could see him kind of like play, and he gave me the CD. And what he does is, I'm not gonna try to say he's doing, but basically he's beatboxing for his bass and whatever else for his beats. A lot of his beats that he makes and the songs that he creates, he does them from beatboxing. I don't mean like you hear Timberland doing or whatever. It's like the maestro that controls the tempo for him when he goes, and it's so unique to me because he plays guitar and he sings. So he does this, and I liked it. I thought people wouldn't understand it. You know what I mean? But this guy, he's won all these contests down in Milwaukee. He's about to get signed to a couple independent labels maybe. And whatever else, he's right there. He's very unique. And when we do the series, you'll understand what I'm saying. So I wanted to bring him on just a little bit so we can get some Q&A time with him because this guy does his thing. He might do a little bit of the beatboxing. I'm not sure. But live from Port Washington / Southville, Wisconsin, we had the boy pipblank on right now live on Apex Talk Radio Music Monday. What's going on, Pip?
What's up, Apex?
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening? That's what's up, man. Glad for you to join us today. I know your day was long, and I appreciate you taking some time out from getting off and doing your thing and coming on Apex Talk Radio tonight. Real quick, right out the gate, I'm just gonna ask you, where did you come up with the name pipblank? Just so that we know, saying what's going on with the name.
All right, no, that's cool. I actually get lots of questions about that. So pretty much, long story short, young disgruntled boy, not happy with the legacy of the name that he was left or whatever. So I decided to make my own brand, so to say. So it was more of like a real venture. I was literally going to change my real name through the legal system. And what had happened was I was more interested in changing the last name than the first name. So when it came down to it, I didn't even have a last name picked out, and I thought, well, what would I take for a first name? Because if I'm going to pay the money, I might as well change everything. And I said to myself, well, if I ever have a pet, I'm going to name him Pip. So I was like, well, that's a cool name. I'll just take that for myself. And then I left the last part blank, so it became Pip Blank. And people called me Pip for a long time. I still have friends that call me Pip, and then it kind of just evolved more into a stage name than anything else.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep. That's deeper than what I thought it was. I mean, that was.
You guys get the real official explanation. That's the real thing. That's really where it came from. So.
Yeah, y'all heard that first here live on Apex Talk Radio, Music Monday, Pip Blank, and the origin of Pip Blank and his name. I know Big Mike wants to ask you something, but I'm going to get this. So when did you first start making music, and what influenced you to get into what you do?
I started playing music when I was a freshman in high school. I can't even begin to tell you what year that was. But I started. I was a little punk rock kid. I was big into a bunch of punk bands and ska bands and stuff like that. And a buddy of mine taught me how to read tabs on the guitar, and after a while, I kind of just started doing my own thing, and then ever since then, I've never learned anybody else's stuff. Then it's always just kind of been my own creative push.
Okay. So now you say you play other instruments?
Yeah.
What other instruments do you play?
What instruments do you play? What other instruments do you play?
No, technically, if we were to say what instruments could I play, I could possibly play anything. That doesn't mean I know how to play it. But the things that I'm comfortable with, I would say, are guitar, bass guitar, drums, keyboard. I beatbox. I sing. I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, anybody hear something? Oh, okay.
No, I did, because he didn't get to the second part, because I gave him a two-parter on my other question, my bad. What influences do you have, what other things, like, when you were listening to music, what made you, as that freshman say, I can do that, I have a voice, or,
Okay.
What was that like?
Well, for me, I've always been into like listening to music, and I don't think I ever really got interested in wanting to play it myself till I think it was 8th grade. I had a teacher who played guitar every once in a while in the middle of class, and I thought that was just crazy. So that made me be like, oh, man, I want to be that weird guy that's doing that stuff when he shouldn't be.
Okay, I feel you. Let's see here. Because it's so many ways that this can go. So your two primary methods. Okay, can you kind of give me? Because this is going to be hard even to explain. But what are the two things that you go? Because I've seen you play. You're a hell of a guy on the acoustic guitar. I've seen you do that, and you sing. Your vocals are great. You do a great job. I've seen you live, so I have an appreciation for what you do. As far as the fellas haven't, but like I said, they will get to know it. And is the beatbox like your second instrument that you put these two together when you're creating something, or how do you get started when pipblank comes up with a new track? Like, what is the main thing there?
Well, pipblank originated as just like a singer-songwriter act. For a long time, I hadn't done anything with a loop pedal or even like performed much bass or anything else. I think maybe in the last year and a half, I've really been doing a lot more experimental stuff, using like a loop pedal and different instruments and stuff. I was never even really a kid that like did a lot of beatboxing before. Like beatboxing is a newer thing to me too. I would say I've only been doing that for about a year maybe, like where it's actually been any good. So it's a newer developed thing, and that's kind of why it's a weird act where I have some of the singer-songwriter kind of stuff, and I'm definitely not going to give up on that. But I'm also branching out into a lot more different aspects of what one guy could possibly create.
Well, okay. I guess you would know better than me. But I kind of got from it that to me, knowing that art a little bit, or whatever, it seemed like you had a handle on it. Cause I think I met you. You said about a year, but I mean. Because I was seeing you do what you were doing, and I was like, people didn't. There was one time at the Bluebirds, I think it was, whatever, and you were going into one of your things, and I was like, people don't understand that. I get it. I liked it, you know what I mean? But I was like, yeah. I don't know if that was you starting to get into it, but they don't understand the basis. Like, that's how a lot of these, even people that make music that's famous start out. They'll just hum something. They maybe do the little drum beat or whatever else, but you're actually taking it to that next level by incorporating it all the way through as your percussion system, and then you put the guitars on it, then you do your singing on it. So, yeah, I mean, props.
Well, I think it's hard for people to break through because a lot of my stuff doesn't just start out full blown. A lot of the stuff that I'm doing now has to build to a certain point of being really full, and that I think is where I'm losing a lot of people. Where people don't want to, hear the build up. It's a little too tedious for some people, but that's the thing. A lot of times, if I'm doing like a beatboxing thing, it seems to go okay because I'm not doing something that I've practiced over and over and over again. A lot of things that I'm doing lately is kind of just like instantaneous or like a sporadic thing. It's more of like a feeling than a measurement.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I get it. I understand that. Okay, Prince, you got anything you want to ask?
No, I mean, I guess my question would be, what's up, by the way, man? How what influenced you to pick the instruments that you pick? Like, do you pick instruments based off just how they look to you? You know what I'm saying? How you hear them, or like just it's easy for you to play?
I think for me, it's like I said, if I had the opportunity to mess with any instrument and get the feel for it, I think I could, create some music to come from that. So I think that's kind of what it is. I kind of just take what I have and try to expand it as much as I can. Like when I play guitar, I'm not trying to set myself specifically to a certain set of notes. And then if I'm playing like a keyboard, I try to do the thing where like I'm not forcing myself to fit a certain kind of thing. So I kind of try to take any instrument and then just like play it in the weirdest way possible. That makes sense.
I feel you. Are you a note reader, or are you listen to it and then repeat it?
I'm more of like a improv guy. Like I don't have any musical training. I can't read music or notation. So
you go off feel and hear then, pretty much, right?
Yeah. I think I know a couple chords in the guitar, but I don't use them very often.
That's dope. I think that's a cool way to do it, just observing it and going off feel. That's what's up, though.
Yeah, it helps me be in the moment where if I'm playing something, and that's why I think Deote got the impression that I was a lot more experienced than I was, because I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, but I'm not really at the time I wasn't as experienced. But I mean, that's kind of my goal, is to always be doing something different. I don't want to get stuck doing the same thing, So I'm always trying to reach out and do something a little bit out of my comfort zone too. So I think that's where the last aspect of doing it without really knowing what I'm doing and yet being comfortable with it it's a weird mix.
No, that's cool. I like that diversity, man. I think it's always good to be diverse. You can play to any crowd, any genre, any audience. You know what I'm saying? Any stage. You should always be prepared for any stage. I think that's cool, man. I think that's real dope.
Yeah, because I definitely right now I'm trying to reach out to a couple of specific types of groups that are definitely not my norm. I recently had a rap challenge on my website. It's open. You can find it on YouTube. Pipblank's Rap Challenge. It's just a song I created, and anybody can go and put some lyrics or some rhymes to it. So yeah, I'm trying to reach out there and do different things. I'm also big in wanting to do like collabo pieces. I've done some stuff with Spade One from Milwaukee, some live spontaneous kind of music. Rap. It's been fun.
That's what's up, man. That's cool. So, who inspires you to do music? What your inspiration? Who inspired you to do music? What made you want to do music?
Or who inspired me to do it in general?
Right. Who inspires you to do music? What's your inspiration come from?
I don't know. I don't think it was ever one specific person. I think it was me. The older I got, the more and more music I heard, I always just felt like I really could see myself doing that. Because I felt like even at a really young age, having appreciation for things like the oldies and the blues, you know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful to have been, shown those things, and I just think all that in general is just like I could really be one of those people. So it's just been like the whole pull of the, I don't know, music in general. Just really, I felt a great pull from it from the beginning. So I feel like it's kind of like been a destined thing. I just got to keep going.
What do you like most about your music? What do you
what would you say is the best thing about your music? What you like?
I think personally, it could be listened to by almost anyone. I'm not trying to force any one specific way of music or one specific style. I feel like just the ability to, you know, if there's older people in the crowd or if you see young kids dancing, you know what I mean? Like I always like that it has a wide range of acceptance.
Okay, I like that. So you say you could just about play to anybody, any genre, like for say you can any genre or whatever, it don't make you no difference. So you just pretty much versatile.
Right.
Now have you put an album out before? Is this your first album that you're doing, or how's it going for you?
I put out a couple weird little personal projects. I think there was 4 or 5 of them. My biggest one that I got out now is called pipblank. That's actually pretty good. It's a collection of live performances of me at the Miramont Theater, and it's a lot of my singer-songwriter stuff.
Okay, I just got one more question for you. If you could perform with somebody, who would it be at this?
Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, I'm going to ask you specific about it. Dead or alive? Does it have to be somebody alive now, or?
I'm gonna give you dead.
Okay, because if I could perform with anybody, it would definitely be Frank Zappa.
Frank Zappa. Wow. Yeah. So you like Frank? That's pretty good. Now, okay, I like that.
His performance was amazing. Like how many times you've listened to his album, he was the kind of act that you wanted to see live because that was where the real magic happened. You know what I mean?
Nice. Okay. Thanks.
All right, y'all. Hey, that was good stuff. I had a couple more. I didn't want my host to feel like I'm hogging. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want nobody to feel like that. I didn't realize it really, but you know what I'm saying? We'll get to that in a little while. I just had to ask, all right, when you go to make as far as this is going to be the one thing, we asked the hip-hop artists this, but we're going to ask everybody. I got a new way of putting it. What do you plan on putting into the music world, and what are you planning, and what do you want out of it? Like, what do you want? It's a 2-part question, so I go with the first part. What are you trying to give to the music universe? Like what is your ultimate dossier on what you want to say and do and give to the music world?
Well, pretty much, I just want to give I want to try to open people's minds as much as possible. Like, I don't want people to come and see pipblank knowing that it's going to be a specific way every time I play it, or that I'm going to do the same things over and over. I'm trying to create an entity with a little bit of spontaneity. Okay. That was it. Okay. And this is the follow-up. This is the last one. So, and what do you want out of it? Like, what do you ultimately want to get out of? At the end of the day, when pipblank's done and he's given all he can to what he's doing, what are you expecting out? And I'm not talking about money or fame, just more like, what to you personally, do you want to get out, get from? I really my big ambition is to get on the road. There's a lot of things happening in a lot of different places, and there's a lot of cool music being made everywhere. And I just would love to, I want people to share with me as much as I want to share with them. That's how I feel.
Well, it's great. It's great having you on the show because, like I said, I listen to a lot of stuff on my past. Oh, you know what? This is the last one for me though. Let me just ask you, because we had a debate what's on our Pandora, what we listen to. What is on your Pandora right now? If we listen to your music right now, what would be the first thing that pop up?
On what? If you were to listen to
what?
On
your music. If you got Pandora, what would be the first thing that pop up on your
music list? That you
would listen. Right.
Oh, like other people?
Yeah.
Hopefully some Reggie Watts.
Now, I'm not familiar with Reggie Watts. Could you give me
Check
a little
it out.
really quick?
Reggie Watts is a musician comedian. He's a big inspiration of some of my loop stuff as of lately. I've seen him do some loop stuff on the internet, and I thought, wow, that's probably the most entertaining thing I've seen come out of one person. So I went out and got me access to a loop machine, and it's changed things immensely. But yeah, he does some really crazy stuff, and sometimes he doesn't even use instruments. So definitely check it out.
Okay, I will check it. Give me the name one more time.
Reggie Watts.
Reggie Watts. I will check. I will definitely look into that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, that's what's up. This is pipblank live on Apex Talk Radio Music Monday, and man, we thank you for stopping by. I know you got to get going or whatever. We appreciate it. Plus the show, we went on the last real leg here, but I wanted to make sure that you got on and whatever else. Like I said, I wasn't trying to hog the spotlight on you or whatever else. Everybody wanted a piece of you so bad, so I had to make sure Go ahead. Yes, plug your music and plug your YouTube. My fault, I forgot to plug all that stuff.
No. I'm actually 2 Saturdays, 2 weeks from now, on the 28th, I'm taking part of the Arte Para Todos Music and Art Festival in Milwaukee. It's a 3-day music and art fest. All the proceeds go to funding art programs to 3 Milwaukee public schools. So it's a really cool cause. It's a really cool thing. I'm playing the 28th at the River West Public House at 8:30. So come check it out. There's going to be some live art battling. There's going to be some awesome live music, and all the proceeds go to an awesome cause.
All right.
Now, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
And that's nice.
And we want to check out some of your music real quick, just so you can get this in here before we run out of time. What do you? Where can they see some of your stuff and get some hearing? Can you go ahead and plug all your Facebook, everything? Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got tons of videos of me on YouTube playing. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can also see some other local bands doing some stuff. I'll take video when I go to other shows and stuff. If you want to hear some of my tracks, some things I make at home and stuff, you can go to SoundCloud and look at pipblank on SoundCloud. You can always go to pipblank Facebook and like the pipblank Facebook page for information about the music festival coming up and any other gigs I've got going. I've also got a website, but I don't know the actual address for it. It's new.
That's all. You'll be back. No worries. You'll be back again. We'll get all that from you. You'll be back. It's
Sweet.
a really good interview.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Not a problem on Apex Talk Radio. That's not a problem.
Nice.
All right, that's what's good right there. Thank you. I appreciate that, Pip. And we're going to go to a real quick break here. We're going to come right back into it for the last couple of minutes here. Pip Blank, we do thank you for coming. And was that February 28th or March 28th?
February 28th.
February 28th. So February 28th in Milwaukee. And I will definitely put that on the Apex Talk Radio page and get that out there to all our followers on Facebook and on Twitter, so that way we can go see this man do his thing. And we're definitely going to have him in the first video series, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, and I can't wait to do it. And we got some work to do. And like I said, Big Mike, good job. Fritz, good job. Oh, my guys, Apex Talk Radio. So. Cool. All right, Prince, thank you. Thank you a lot, Pip, for coming on, man. We do appreciate it, and we're going to get you on again for sure, and then keep making that music, man.
Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Have a great night.
Peace.